we are back in the world of Morrowind, and before I started recording, I forgot to get some money for our crazy adventure out into the wilderness of Morrowind, and having some gold is a good thing, so made more potions, sold it, and I took that out because I feel like you've probably seen me making enough fatigue potions for one video. So I'm just gonna collect like some ingredients on the way, and those are good for something. So we got a potion, and that's a Moonmoth Legion Fort. It's pretty much, if you get caught doing anything bad, like criminal work, then the guards will apparently put you there if you don't want to pay the gold and return your stolen goods. And if you don't want to resist arrest, but I don't know why you'd resist arrest, because guards, OP, definitely do not want to fight them as of now. So that's Vivek, Peligad, Ghost Gate. Feel like going to Ghost Gate. You know, they got some like good shops there, especially one which has like a bunch of like high level armor. It's got like ebony and stuff, glass, I think, but I probably will not be getting ebony or glass, but it does have some medium armor, which is like really good. It's worn by the guards of like Vivek. It's like Ordinator stuff. It's called like Endoral, but it's really good. That's why I'm getting it. It's got like 60 defense, which is like amazing. So I'm not even gonna bother like using a conjured spear with my like devil spear like spell. Just not worth it, because you know I'm fighting like wars. They're like super easy unless they hit me, because you know, hardest difficulty. It's stupid how much damage things do. A little victory dance. And nothing. Okay. So making my way past Moonmoth Fort, and I can't believe I still can't rest, even though I can't even see the place. Oh, and there's the bridge to the first real mission for Caius, where you have to like get some box for a person in the Magus Guild, and then she will in turn help you like with some information. Now look at all that damage a Cliff Racer does. Like, Cliff Racer's gotta be like the weakest thing like ever. Alright, I just I got a call on Skype from someone. I don't know why I don't have my Skype turned off, and I accepted the call pretty retardedly, so you may hear some random sounds, and he also talks like once or something, and he's playing some Legends, so he's talking about that if you're wondering. So here's like my first fight with like someone who's not a Cliff Racer. He's kind of just like a bad guy. Maybe he's a bandit, I'm not sure. I'm teabagging him, I guess, and walking around him. Hopefully I don't do this for every kill, because it's a little time consuming. But the good thing is I don't have to abide by the 15-minute limit of YouTube anymore, which is good. Now scrap metal, you know, it has all this great stuff, but the weight is just way too much. It's like 10 pounds for one scrap metal. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure you can turn scrap metal into like dwemer armor. I don't use heavy armor, and it's not even that great of armor. It looks really weird. Like, probably the derpiest armor in the game. Dwemer armor, like hands down. Maybe there's some weird like mage outfit. Like I know there's like that guy who gives you scrolls that like increase your acrobat for like 1,000, which would make you jump like super high, and you can pretty much fly as long as you have levitate until you break your fall. Oh, there he is. He's getting pretty pissed off
My screen
at
is
League of
black.
Legends because the screen is black.
I can hear myself dying.
And he's dying. That sucks for him. Anyways, back to this. And that guy saw me because my sneak sucks. But
Here it comes.
awesome spear range is so good if you're... Well, even if you're not playing hardest, it's like spears do so much damage in thrust. Oh, and I'm playing with
mine.
You can swipe and do all this other crazy stuff with a spear. Because I feel like if you were actually playing, like if you're actually in Morrowind, you had a spear, you would not be like trying to, you know, like hit him on the head with it. Like that would be the dumbest thing you do. And the range, just I don't know. It's terrible. I don't know why you do that. It's terrible. But definitely use the right way of a spear, which is just thrust. And I was just checking to see if I was on 100 difficulty because I felt like it was too easy to kill those guys or something. And I'm definitely on hardest difficulty, but
This is pointless.
the spear just does a lot of damage, I guess. And people usually, you know, they just do a ton of damage instead of taking damage, I guess, in hard. But they still take more damage than usual. Like, I know if I played this on normal, I'd probably be one-shotting these guys. They wouldn't even do that much damage. They'd be way too easy. Like, way too easy for the amount of skill that I possess. So you might let me live yet. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Oh shit. He actually hit me. But he has a steel dagger, which is like 4 to 5 damage. Oh my god. Like, maybe if he had like 100 strength, it like one-shot me. But you know, he did 6 damage, so he definitely has like at least 30 strength. Because I have armor 37. And I'm just looking through some spells for something. Oh yes, I need to heal myself that much. But restoration skill, like the worst. I literally have the worst probably in the game because even though that's like the weakest spell, like weakest restoration spell that you could possibly buy, I have less than like 50% chance. Okay, here we go. That looks like some crazy acrobatics, so definitely want to save. Don't want to fall in some lava and my life very soon. Looks like that could be too far of a jump, so why not use fly? Wow, really? That's like 90% chance fail. Levitation, so good. Who needs acrobatics? Like, for real. If you can cast a simple levitation skill, you can jump higher than anybody with acrobatics. So, note to self, screw acrobatics. Unless,
You're growing weak.
like, I guess it's good in some ways. Just waste the mana. And that guy, like, almost one-hit me with his hammer. And that's why you don't want to get too close to people. And I can't rest. Probably should not be heading that way if I want to rest, because that's probably where the enemies are. So I'm just gonna have to restore using, you know, my balnas. That's what it's called. But you know, restoration skill is pretty bad, but it's actually working out somehow. Even though I have like 16, but you know, I'll get it up sometime using training. Definitely not gonna go the hard way and just make some spell that like restores 1 HP. And that looked like something I could pick up, but guess not. And it looked like I kind of remember, like, I thought something was gonna be up there, so I was just gonna levitate up there. You know, I thought there would be like a secret chest, because like something that Morrowind does is they hide things, like good unique items, and so it's definitely good to be curious. And I haven't really looked at, like, I don't even know all the unique items in the game. I have not, like, looked for them all. So I'm definitely always curious still. Looking around with levitation, but this looks like a big old, kind of dwemer observatory for looking at, like, stars, which is probably a good thing, because that's how they determine birth signs or something. I don't know. And, you know, birth signs are good. They give you, like mine gives me, like, 25 extra agility. Helps a lot. Agility, you know, it helps you hit targets in melee, which is, like, something that a lot of people, like, rage about in this game, because usually they have, like, bad agility, and, you know, they're, like, skills, like, 30, and they're, like, trying to hit people, and they can never, ever get a hit, and then they'll get, like, one hit, and it won't do that much damage. You know, me, like, I've read, like, all the stuff, all the attributes, like, 100 times over the years, so I finally found out that agility is very useful. I always thought, you know, like, strength, you'd think maybe, like, strength would get, like, the ability to hit people more in melee, but no, it's, like, luck. You know, it just helps with everything, so it does help you hit in melee. But definitely that sign, I think it's like the lever or something, gives you paralyze ability, but it drains like 200 fatigue, but it's like a 60-second paralysis. So if the target, like, does not resist, which, like, never happens, I swear. Like, I've used it at least, like, 6 times, and only, like, 1 time it's worked. But when it does work, it's really good, but really I got it for the agility, because now I have, like, 85 agility, which is, like, really good, and it helps me hit, like, every time. So, here we are again. A little editing, going from, like, one video playthrough to the next, because I'm pretty sure I recorded, like, a 9-minute video when I had some time, and then this one's a bit longer. Now that I can record longer videos than 15 minutes, which is, like, great, because usually I'd always be kept back by that, like, 15-minute limit. I'd always hit that 15-minute wall, upload a video, and then it's like, oh, I gotta, like, make another video, and I just, you know, never really do it. I'd like to just do it in one sit down, just, you know, sit down, make the video, and make, like, a 40-minute video. That's always my goal, at least 40 minutes, maybe longer for, like, some special, I don't know. There's no real specials I have going on, like, I haven't hit, like, 100 videos, that'd be crazy, but maybe sometime. So, Dwarven Spear, it's, like, the first better weapon that I've seen, and it has better stuff than the Devil Spear, but, you know, Bound Spear is still, like, amazing, but definitely the Dwarven Spear I'm just gonna use if I don't feel like using the Devil Spear and making the Bound Spear. But Bound Spear, you know, it fortifies my spear like 10 points, makes me hit more, like, not more damage probably, I think, but more often I'll hit, I guess is a good word to use. So I'm gonna look in some crates, you know, see what I can find. Mostly these dwemer coins are what I'm looking for. Not these goblets, because I'm not really decorating a house yet. Probably will never be, maybe. Because I'm not really into decorating houses, even if I like get one through some quest or whatever. I'm pretty sure if you go to Solstheim, you get your own house, which is actually a really nice house. But usually don't decorate it. Like, maybe I'll put like a book, maybe some alchemy things. But usually what happens is I go out and I like kill things, and once you get to like a high enough level, it's like nothing really poses a very big threat. So I just collect like weapons, even though I have like a million of the same weapon. Like I know I had a whole house in Balmora that was filled with like ebony, daedric, like unique weapons, like a ton of armor. It was like crazy. I had like 15, probably like 7 glass tower shields. Had like ebony shield. I was using the daedric shield, daedric tower shield. Really good shield. And it's also really good because it's got a high enchanting capacity, and later on I may get this, but it's called Azura Star. It's really good for enchanting because it's the only gem that doesn't get destroyed when you use it, and it also can hold like the most giant soul like capacities, I guess, like a golden saint. You just like summon that up, trap it, or like guards, not guards, but like gods is what I meant. Like Vivek, if you kill him and you soul trap him, he's worth a lot. But I never really did that because, you know, golden saints are like good enough, and usually the capacity, I usually do constant effects, which is like another great thing about the Azura Stars, has constant effect enchantments, which means they're always on. Like you can make like your armor and like have it constant effect, restore health, so you're like always restoring health, or fatigue, so you never have to use a fatigue potion. You just always have like plus 15 fatigue every second, and that you should never run out of fatigue when you're doing that, unless like someone casts some kind of fatigue training spell, which is not really very common. So I'm like out of mana. I'm just going through this place. This is actually the first like questing place for Caius and the main quest. And you're supposed to find some dwemer puzzle box, and it's nowhere around here, but I'm just getting spear experience. I'm looking around for like gems. Ectoplasm's also good for alchemy, fortify agility. And agility is always good, except for I feel like all agility items, all, like ingredients almost, have this drain effect, drain health, except for like load soap, which is like 50 value or gold. So it's pretty expensive, but it doesn't have a drain health. So when you make, okay, don't need to be repairing bound spear, which is weird because it's bound, like it's a conjured item, and I can still repair it. Anyways, what was I talking about? Something about alchemy and yeah, drain health for agility ingredients. But if you use the load soap, pretty sure that's what it's called, then you won't get drained health while you make a potion, which is good, even though sometimes I still make the drain health because, you know, the agility is better anyways, and I can usually just counteract it with like a health potion. And there's some dwemer chests in here I have been looting, and only found like one good thing, which is the dwarven spear, but it's not really that great. So, you know, I always have better spear anyways. But it's good just for killing random things like cliff racers and monsters or people who aren't really high skill level. Just really easy kills. I don't have to waste my enchanted spear, but it's not really a waste because the thing like regenerates its enchanting capability like fast anyways. Need to take another fatigue potion because if you run out of fatigue you cannot hit very well, so it's always good just keep it at full. And it's draining my willpower and luck, which kinda sucks, but after it's gone they come back and it's not really worth it for the ghost thing, ghost of the dwemer people, because while they're casting a little spell that does no damage, I'm getting closer to them and I can just spear them. So here's a place that like you can't get to unless you have like crazy acrobatics or fly, levitate. And there's a dwemer spider up here, which is kind of weird, but I guess it's kind of good for Morrowind because then you can't like rest because there's always gonna be that guy. And they put a chest up here, which is like what I was saying, that they hide things even up here where you know you have to have like levitate or crazy athletics, but they put it up there anyways for the people who are that curious. Of course, it didn't really have anything good. It was just some like dwemer armor, which isn't very good for me, knowing that I use medium. And here we go with a bunch of ghosts. I juked out his little fire spell, but you can't really juke out it when you're that close. It's kind of like a shotgun. You cannot juke out a shotgun when you're that close. Weird analogy, but whatever. So those are like separate ectoplasms, which are weird. And we're just pretty much going through this whole cave, even though it's not really like necessary. You do not need to do this for anything, but you know, it gives me good like spear experience. I need another fatigue potion because I can't hit anything. But mostly there could be some chests, and if I could find a spear that, you know, is like ebony or glass or Daedric. Daedric's always good too, but probably won't find that until I start fighting Dremora Lords, which usually carry like a club, which we found late, like earlier, is what I meant. Which like isn't the best weapon, it's probably the worst weapon that they can drop, but they have all the good weapons too. Except for glass. I don't think they use glass. Those are golden saints. They have all the glass weaponry and the glass shields, which is how I kind of filled up my house with all that stuff. You just find like a Daedric shrine. It's like some ruins, and there's pretty much like 5 Dremora Lords, and they all have all that good stuff, and then you go into their like shrine tomb thing, and there'll be some good golden saints in there who are pretty strong, but at that point, you know, you're so far into the game that you have such high attributes that you have crazy enchants that I used the Zurstar to make, which increased my strength like a lot. Like I could hold 1,000 points of weight. Pretty crazy, but it also increased my damage a lot, so I could pretty much 2-hit them, 3-hit them. But I was only playing on normal difficulty, and I've never really completed the game on hard difficulty, but I've given it a pretty good shot. Throat is drying up. Talking way too much. And I'm going to look for some other stuff that they could have hid. So yeah, I kind of have this cough because allergies or something, so it's not totally because my throat was dry until I got some water. But commentating definitely does not help. The cough, you know, like whenever I'm just like talking, you can kind of feel it coming, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have to cough. Anyways, got some like ash salts, good for alchemy. Other things like heavy armor, not very good at all. Oof, man, do I hate coughing. I hate when it comes around here. Not like this, I don't know. Like this time of year, that's what I meant. But yeah. So we have to go all the way back now because this was not part of the main quest or anything. It was just kind of a different path, I guess you could say, a fork in the road. That's kind of Morrowind's whole deal. You get to pick kind of what you want to do. There's always like two ways to do like one thing. And I definitely like doing it this way because you can get your spear skill up quite a lot, just killing all these random monsters. Which means I don't have to spend money later to get it up by training. But yeah, now I'm like in search for the puzzle box that you're supposed to get for Caius. Well, not really for Caius.
You've lost this round.
But, oh well. Because, we'll have to do that next time. Because I have to, cut the video right about after I kill this woman. Because I definitely do not want to get off in combat.